but was well aware of his destination and the estimated time it should take him to return, because black mamas give pause when a male child walks out the door. Pause, because it's all out of her hands when that door closes behind him.
I think the arts are probably the biggest, probably, if not the only weapon left to making a change. I don't think legislation is going to do it. If it was going to do it, it would have did it already.
What has brought me to this space today is I'm participating in pretty much a day of activity called Art and Struggle. And I call it a day of activity because, you know, there will be artists here showing, DeAndrea Nichols, Damon Davis, myself as a poet. I will be performing. Katina Parker will actually be showing her film. And then we have a discussion that will be moderated by a Washington University professor, Jonathan Ferguson.
I call myself an interdisciplinary artist, so I make art of all mediums. So I do film, music, visual art, photography, writing, just whatever's in front of me. I use stuff to make things and tell stories.
The book that I just released this year in 2015 is titled In the Midst of Loving. And it's a collection of poems and writings that I've been doing for over 14 years, and decided to go ahead and kind of cull things down into a collection.
I guess the most notable project I've done, based around the Ferguson uprising, was this project here, All Hands on Deck. It was a series of 7 prints, and it was a street art project that I put out on West Florissant when everything was boarded up. When all the buildings were boarding up, I just put up a bunch of hands. Me and my friends went out and put up a bunch of black and white photography of people's hands, and it was received really well here and nationally. And it was like a morale build. It was also like a call to action for people to get up and join in the fight that we all were engaged in out there. I'm motivated to tell stories that I relate to in my life, and I guess just to give people a frame of reference to relate to each other. So I feel like if I do something and I went through it, it's probably somebody else that went through it, and they may not be able to connect to other people that's in that same realm, and this art is a way to do that. I expect to be able to walk down the street without fearing for my life, and anybody that looks like me and any child to be able to do that. These situations happen every so often, and I mean uprisings like Ferguson, they happen over and over in history. So if they keep happening over and over in history, the real point is that nothing is actually changing. I think we need to be having conversations about these situations. And again, art is some of the only times that these conversations even come up, because people are afraid to address them. So people should actually just be trying to change the situation instead of waiting for the volcano to erupt.